Alright guys, for those of you who are following my electromagnet experiments and slash build, I have been working on reconfiguring my old setup from my prior experiment. And what I am actually looking for is a screw. And I am going to show you here what's going on. So this looks oddly familiar if you've watched my other videos. Still got my two relays. I got my new circuit breaker here. Got your battery inputs over here. What I did differently this time though is this is a standard 6-pin vehicle side trailer plug. See, I mean, it's just basic standard plug. I like using things like these. Makes for good quick connects. They're relatively cheap and inexpensive. If you break one, I mean, you can go just about anywhere and buy a new one. So I do like using these. I'm only using 4 of the pins currently. The reason I decided to go with this one instead of one of the 4 pins that I have is just because if I decide to add, I don't know, I may add another relay or who knows. I mean, having a couple extras is usually a good idea anyway, at least in my opinion. So that's currently where I'm at with the process for this new magnet that I'm building and or testing. Something else I want to show you guys is I went to my local battery supply store and I got one of these, actually I got 2 of these nifty little quick connects. These are just a 50 amp connector. It's 8 gauge wire. This end is actually going to get attached to the magnet. And what I was going to show you is when I bought these, this is what I get when you buy them. I bought these. They're roughly $8.50 for these 3 pieces. It's a little ridiculous. You can get on Amazon. You can get them significantly cheaper. Well, this little piece is what the wire slides into. You strip the wire back. You slide the wire in here, and I have a fancy crimping tool. As you can see, it's set on 8 gauge. I mean, there's numerous different settings, 6, 4, 2, 1. I think I picked this one up off of, I want to say, I think I got it on Amazon. I think I paid like $26 or something for it. I'm sure you guys can find them at your local, one of your local stores, whether you have a Granger or like I do, I have a battery store, which this store does everything from golf cart batteries to specialty batteries to car batteries, solar systems. You can actually buy solar generators from them and everything else. So I just went by them. I picked a couple of these up. The ones I had ordered somehow are still in transit, even though it was supposed to be 1-day shipping. But we all know how that goes. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this in and I'm going to tie in a wire to my ground, a wire to my first relay, have them come out here. And then I'm actually going to put this plug, I'm going to put the plug on the end of these wires. And I'm going to be doing a different mounting setup for this than I had. I don't have any videos of that. That was prior to me doing this YouTube thing. But I actually had this mounted on the boom arm of my skid steer. And that's why I had such long umbilicals before. They would run all the way down the boom arm out to my attachment. And then I had the other side that would run back up the boom arm, back towards the cab. That would run the control box. And that's where I got my main power feeds from. So I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to take this control box, or I guess the relay box, and I'm actually going to mount it on the back side of the skid steer. So the only wires I have to run down the boom is the 8-gauge wires that are going to power the magnet. That's going to make the wires to the control box shorter, my power wires that run to my battery source shorter, and just overall clean it up a little bit, give it a little better appearance, and save a little bit of wire at the end of the day. So that's kind of where I'm at. That was just an update I wanted to give you guys. If you guys have any questions, my email will be in the description. Feel free to email me. I will do my best to answer whatever questions you guys can throw at me. Appreciate you guys coming out and checking this out. So this is just a quick update. Until next time.